Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the left side is the red Mexicans. We have Canadian. On top right side is the blue Incans. We have a foreign name. The unbearable bear shall go down and steal his treasure chest worth 40 wood. Treasure chest probably contained nothing. He just simply ripped apart the chest itself. Of course, I have my things not here, but there we go. When it comes to natives of the map, do have the House of Witten for both players, I believe. Give you access to the Trabant, which is a Papal Guard variant, Assassin Cuirassier, which is a Cuirassier variant, and Age 2 Fort, which is a Fort variant. And of course, some potential Royal Grenadiers, Giant Grenadiers, which are a Obelisk Gun variant, if I remember correctly. Probably incorrect about that. You have a conjure house in the field, as well as a town. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. Trading post deployed in the field. So far, I'm not doing all too well casting this game. My apologies. We don't have a deck selected. Oh, we do have a deck selected here. We do have our Volt card. It's got a good number of villagers. Do got the range infantry attack, range infantry hit points, the Warhood Travises as well as the Conjure Houses, Machu Pikachu, Jungle Bowman Temple, the Chimu Runner Temple. And we do also, let's see, Nanakas, that is the Maceman Temple, adds in 5 armor, delivers 10 Macemen. Let's see, that's a Harakas Temple. And we got the 2-pack Rebellion. Makes all your villagers become revolutionaries, plumed spearmen becomes guard musketeers, Bolas warriors become veteran dragoons and not guard dragoons. That's sort of interesting. We got Shimurner to Hussar, guard hussars. Jungle Bowman becomes guard skirmishers. Rakas to guard grenadiers. Macemen to soldados was the Mexican musketeer, ×2 musketeer. See, veteran guard grenadiers, veteran hussars, guard skirmishers, veteran soldados, guard soldados. Yeah, it does not say anything about any guard dragoons, so you only get veteran dragoons rather than guard dragoons. That's so interesting. What if that's an oversight? Well, either way, let's see what type of unit becomes for Bolas warriors. Maybe the quality and change between the two will be too high if it goes to guard. Not sure. We have to age up the chief. The chief is researching the chief. Over here, do you have the Myokayan? I think that's the naval one. Age 2 waters, designed for some water. Also got the 2 factories. Got wood, coin. Advanced arsenal. I see it does get employed in the center of the map. Those right now going for quite a bit of trees, so maybe I'm for a bit of contra boom. Got a war hut being established here. Before he aged on up, so it's effectively an outpost at this moment. You also can go for ×2 outpost or war huts, which give them plus 50% hit points as well, so you can be a little bit extra defensive. War huts do cost 250 wood, which I believe that's the same cost of an outpost. I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering the cost of an outpost.
Yes.
Blue does obtain a marauding musketeer, does do 20 damage, and the Kefit, which is 15 damage, so not really that great. And marauding musketeer is also lower health, not that great of a musketeer as well. Just some extra units. He's going for the Jungle Bowman, so red may eye some aggression. The sparring flag is active. More contra houses there. Got the Builder Travises pushing down south, eyeing for some trade posts. I've queued up that one. Red does have this trading post here. Does obtain a gunman. Gunman is, of course, the expert in gun. Also going for a shipment of the War Hut Travises. This will give him some good amount of defense, which will give him some time to collect the resources and bring reinforcements in case he gets rushed down. His opponent is going for a Surgeon, so got a bit of insurgency here. The Surgeons have relatively normal siege damage, but it is pretty good for their cost of 70 food. So they're a pretty good unit to torch down these trading posts. The combos do have a incredibly basic and pathetic attack of 5 damage. I've been told you can garrison Shimi runners inside of them, which may improve their damage. I have no idea. Not Shimi runners, the Scout Chikwas runner, or however it's pronounced. We got now Ronald Bowman. Insurgents are a Rodialo variant, which means they're heavy infantry. We got some Soltieros here, a light infantry unit, so relatively equal footing compared to Jungle Bowman. They offer 17 damage, 18 range versus 15 damage, 16 range, 90 health versus 110 health. So this is Soltieros, just generally better. They are 120, as opposed to Jungle Bowman's 105. So good number of soldiers there, going for Shima the Chinakos, which are a heavy cavalry lancer variant. Will be very useful against those bowmen. And Treasure Guardians are classified as not infantry, so the Chinakos will not do any bonus damage to them, or less damage. This is the scout thing, Chasqui, however you pronounce that. I'm going to try and deal with this. Jordan's not going to do all too much. He needs those Chinakos. Could try a time attack with them. Chinakos spawn field. There's only 3 of them. And they will 3-shot these Jungle Bowmen. Gunman fires gun. Jungle Bowman gets some good damage there. Of course, they do have a bit of poison damage to their shots. It's not that useful, honestly. Takes like 2 or 3 points of damage. Does not stack. I got a good number of Shimi runners there. I had to click the one thing that was not a Shimi runner. Another scout thing. The scout things are shock infantry, like the Shimi runners. We got more insurgents as well as frontiersmen sealed traps. Barracks under fire. And it looks like it's trying to pull out some plume spearing to counter out the Chinakos. They could get a pretty good hit there. The insurgents, of course, are heavy infantry units, so they will get bonus damage on the Shimi runners. You now have a shipment of wood, more plume spirits on the build queue. Got another round of Chinakos there. If we're going a good number of them, it's going to be very useful. If you can bring this Padre over here, the Padre does have a bit of healing effect. He is, of course, a priest. Or at least a healing unit, I should say. The Padre's name, or the general's, the Padre's name, Make Canada Civ. And the general's called his name, I should be playing Japan. He usually does play Japan, so I think he's just mixing up playing Mexico. Very different people, to say the least. It may... what's more different? I think Japan made the biggest difference between 2 civilizations. Japan and Mexico. So I suppose some of the... maybe the Sioux, actually. These Shimi runners migrating back home. This trading post could be under siege once again. And blue has a dock now on the field, being constructed. More Chinacos going for shipment of Saltieros. Red's very far from aging up. Blue is very far from aging up. Going for the Chica Brewing or... yeah, Chicha Brewing. Now it'll put his food up from 0.6 effective to 0.1. And right now he has 5 out of 12. Training post does go down. Good number of Chinacos. Saltieros just need to focus on those plume spearmen, which there's a number of them here. There are 26, a good number of them. That's more than Chinacos. Way forward. Good number of Saltieros there. Inserts will not last so too long. Chinacos trying to push forward, but there's just too many plume spearmen here. Saltieros now under fire. Chinacos are forced to engage, but they're getting engaged by the plume spearmen. Saltieros don't really have a proper count on the field. I don't see Shimi runners charging on in. I think the Shimi runners are down south. Looks like the Chinacos will manage to break through for the most part, but they will be severely wounded. And Red is doing a good job focusing on those plume spearmen with the Saltieros. And also, if they generally hit the jungle bone, that's not too bad an issue. After all, they're eventually going to have to fight each other either way. Team runners push way forward. Even though they're an infantry unit, they're not technically classified as infantry. They're classified as hand infantry, shock infantry, but not regular infantry, so Chinacos will not do bonus damage to them. But they do bonus damage with a hand shock. Huh, did not know that. Oh yeah, they do a bit of bonus damage for a heavy cav as well. So they actually technically are or not a hard count, but more of a soft counter to Chimi runners. Their damage increase would be what, +5? 20% would be +5, so 30. And that's the same health as Hussar, or damage as Hussar, so Chinacos are basically the same as Hussars when fighting against Chimi runners and other Hussars. So they have a little bit less health in that case. More Jungle Bowmen on the build queue. We'll take a look at state cards. This does give him 8 fishing boats and 1 dock. And this will give him 500 experience and temporarily reveal all enemies. Not really that useful card. Don't go for the experience. It'll cost more than what it's worth. It just gives you a bit of a rebate. But the 8 fishing boats could be very handy right now. Plus extra dock wagon will also make it so you can more likely to get some ships going. These guys are currently fishing on something. Also, some sort of, yeah, there's a fish deposit underneath his dock.
See.
Red's villagers are heading back up north. Good number of plume spearmen with some jungle bowman support. We've now got some soldados now being put on the field, which are effectively a ×2 musketeer. Red is nowhere near to Agion up. Blue is nowhere near as well. We got the late hunting dogs for the Incan player. More soldados now being deployed in the field. More fishing boats and various fishing research. Looks like blues are an eye to age up. Red is just still being a bit of military force. He could cancel soldados as our eye for an age up. But he's just getting out more soldados. But he gets a pop cap. There's also treasure here. You can take out the gunman and steal his peace treaty. That's worth nothing like all peace treaties. More soldados pull in the field. So we've got a population of 128 versus 108. Going for the ranged infantry hit points. More chimney runners on the build queue. Who's now launching assault? Oh, the soldados. I forgot. Oh, soltieros. They can camouflage. I forgot about that part of them. Even units with camouflage, you rarely ever see it, like the Jaguar Prowler Knights. Soldados firing away. Chinaco's trying to charge way forward, trying to hit those jungle bowmen. He does go ahead and mix up his formation a little bit there. But the Plume Spear negates the Chinacos. Of course, they're still good with soltieros and soldados. Soldados going to charge forward with bayonets fixed. Jungle bowmen do have, for light infantry, does have a times 75% multiplier. Looks like Red will just brute force into Blue's base now. This is quite a significant army there. I don't think Blue has anything to really stop him. The soldados are actually a little bit weak for a siege attack for their price. Couldn't avoid there. Blue also has a combo here. Could have gotten Age 2 fort. Blue has not researched anything from here either. The Gophers of Trabants, which could have been useful, is dam absorption as well as a halberdier variant against Chinacos. Some of these concha houses are going to go on down. Soldados, Saltieros, push way forward. Jungle Bowman trying to come in for a bit of harassment. Does get hit a little bit there. Soldados may want to put away their bayonets. And now we've got a Ford Cathedral being put up by Red. Don't know what use is that. Oh, looks like there's quite a bit of food income right now for Red. You go for a shipment of food? Most likely did. Red is now aging up, or Blue's not going for age up. The messenger. The message is attack. It's of course the fast age up. But all is gunning down some villagers. Red needs a little bit of time to age up. Got some more of these villagers are going down. Cathedral's established. Oh, it does have a healing aura. That's pretty nice. Building repair though, so it's just that only repairs buildings. He is going for a good number of research here. The visit of 7 houses. I don't know what all the research are off the top of my head. Dia de Muertos. Day of the Dead. He's also going for Town Watch and the research we're not going to talk about. We got Imam the Sloop, which is a name. Imam is a name for a Islamic priest. Red is also seeing this gold deposit here. I'll give him some coin. Also help deny coin to his opponent. And I don't think, yeah, blue right now is not really on to collect up too much coin. Just has some silver, some tin being collected up. He also has some villages or some fishing boats on the whale. More of the plume spearman being queued on up. That's not going to be super useful, though. His opponent's starting to get a good number of these soldados. And now we do have the Royal Festival being deployed on out of the field. I don't know exactly what that does. Got the sloops engaged in the raft. And now the fishing boat's trying to get inside of the dock. We'll get some good defensive cannon capability. Gets maxed out to 100. The raft does go down, and now the sloops do fall back. Let's continue gathering for resources, not pushing too far forward. Red's now going to age up. It's going for the San Luis Port C. I don't know what that is, top of my head. Opponent has, of course, already aged on up. He's going for the Jungle Bowman Temple, increasing their damage multiplier against heavy infantry in all formations. I don't know why I keep on trying to hit cancel, close out the, or escape button to close out the shipment tab. Decent force here. Both sides just building on up. Villagers migrating off the gold onto perhaps another coin deposit such as silver. A little bit too exposed. He pulled off at a good time as well. Blue's advanced way forward has 142 population in the field versus opponents 180. 55 villagers versus 60, which of course Inca player does have all those country houses, so his economy is pretty good. Right now the Mexican army is larger. He may be trying to save up with the guard research. He does have one shipment available. Times 2 Falcon, that seems pretty good to me. Has a decent amount of stockpile resources. Maybe signing for an Age 3 revolt. The San Luis offers San Luis Patriots. Make your Chinacos, delivers 8 Chinacos. And make your build time reduced by 10%. Navy's generals construct field hospitals for you for free. Soldados gain 10% hit points and may be deployed from field hospitals. Some of these villagers going down there are heavy in the soldados. Not give a shipment. Veteran soldado research now complete. And veteran Chinacos. Inspiring flag will be overran. Red just backing on off. Now he's revolting to Rio Grande, so nope, he canceled it. He's bringing the shipment of Falconets. I'm pretty sure you can revolt now once your shipment's queued. It doesn't cancel the shipment. The Falconet's going to be very useful. Can't say what the Rio Grande offers top of my head. I don't know all the revolt decks. They tend to be a bit revolting. I just saw him just consume some wood here. Oh, I think he's actually eyeing for a standard age up. It's actually pretty close to a standard age up. A number of soldados. We got a very large number of plume spearmen, so actually not super great. And of course, more of a counter unit. Falcon has blown field because it could a couple volleys there. Blue does not have any real counter to them. Got Maceman destroying the house. Not important moment. Chinaco's now engaged the Jungle Bowman. Saltieros and being engaged in melee. Blue's are being ripped apart by those Falconets. Chinaco's getting some more and more damage there. More soldados being deployed on the field. San Luis Patriots now being deployed on in. Only Jungle Bowman remains. And still a couple of the Chinacos remaining. Blue spear and push forward. Soldados and Saltieros now advancing this on this army. He's slowly getting picked on down. Soldados do charge forward with their bayonets fixed, at least some of them. Most Shinakos now down. Got some more Shinakos here. This is now starting to fall on back. Red is advancing. A couple more Shinakos pushing the way forward. Okay, take out Shinakos in these small numbers. Double Plume Spear mix on in, but Shinakos getting some good damage here on those bowmen. A couple more Falconets charge push away forward. One does set on up, does not fire. Good shot there by the Falconets. And looks like the rest of Blue's force is going to be pursued. He has some more stuff up here. But looks like their villagers went up berries. Got a massive round of Chimi runners, but not going to be super great against these Soldados. Let's take out that unit there. Falcon has to push way forward. Double shots in Concha House. The Inca players are 66 villagers versus 49. Res Concha's villager production. Couple more macemen pulled out over here. Macemen are classified as heavy infantry as well as siege unit. Now get the combo under fire. When the Concha houses do go down, or that was the war hut, not Concha house. Ugh. I need to get some caffeine into me. Falcon is still firing away. Soldados on the build queue. Up north, Funnel sloops to forward. Does have some fishing boats inside of there. Blue's lost a significant number of fishing boats, looks like. I've got some of these Harakas, or how to pronounce them. And the fishing boats will charge to their death. There's Revolt. I was grabbing some caffeine nearby. He's gone for the Rio Grande. Good shots there onto the Harakas, which are counter artillery unit. They have 22 for ×2 damage, full siege damage. So they don't really have the range nor the armor resistances. They don't think they're classified. They are classified as infantry, so Falconet's going to be very useful against them. They're no Arrow Knight. Now I've got some revolutionaries pushing forward. Nako does get a couple stabs there. Revolutionaries are a healthy musketeer, or healthy heavy infantry with slight bonus damage to cavalry at range. Lunaseer and do go down there. If we switch over the Rio Grande, he's going for a massive number of these guard research. He also has access to this. He does have access to the factory, but I don't think it can blow a heavy cannon. So I could be mistaken. My soldiers push way forward, gains good damage on those Shimi runners. Should not go set advancing, not too many Plume Spearmen there. But plus he has a lot of guns, and it's a pretty good choke point. Double Spoon Spear does move around the flanks, trying to hit those Shinakos. There, of course, are guard Shinakos, which are those Charos. And Blue's army will be cleaned up and surrounded and cleaned up. And Blue does back the game there. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on next replay.